My inspirational leader is Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
He is selfless. He has led by example. He's made so much sacrifice.
He's passionate, he's realistic.
He has sprung back from bad moments in his past to bring South Africa and black people's environment in general in the world to where it should be.
Bill Shankly, him as a manager, shows how important being a leader is in aligning the beliefs and values of an organisation with your own, and he succeeded to do that to immense success.
For me it would be Kelly Holmes, because of her unwavering commitment to the cause, including all of her personal sacrifices together.
Sir Stephen Moss, who came in as chair of the board of Mid-Staff's NHS Trust and led it through such a difficult period. He did that with great humility and humour, and he just did it with such grace.
Well, my inspirational leader would be Professor Aziz Sheikh. He works hard, he's an academic, he cares about the patients, and he supports teams that work with him. And because he works so hard, we all want to work hard with him too.
Neil Kinnock, one of the qualities that a leader must possess is a great degree of personal mastery and self-sacrifice. And to me, he was a leader who completely changed a political party from the past to make it electable in the modern day, and almost sacrificing his chance to be Prime Minister in doing so.
My inspirational leader would be Margaret Thatcher. The inspirational bit for me, whether you agree or disagree with her politics, was her absolute determination to remain true to herself and true to her beliefs, and absolutely go for what she felt was the right thing to do.
I'd say Winston Churchill. I think he was just an inspirational person. He inspired everyone around him.
Barack Obama, his writings mean that people feel they know him, and yet he is a huge figurehead and he has a huge social conscience.
My inspirational leader is, I suppose, Jesus. Jesus was a servant and he was a tremendous quiet leader, and for me leadership is about being a servant.
Joan of Arc led from the front, stood by her principles and beliefs to the bitter end.
My two inspirational leaders are Stevenson and Brunel. They led great, huge teams of people and huge enterprises. And you only need to look at the things that they have masterminded and overseen and delivered that still exist today to understand why they're my inspirational leaders.
My inspirational leader would be a man called William Wilberforce. He was an anti-slavery MP, and he battled and he used most of his political life to get the bill through to abolish slavery. He wasn't afraid to say what he thought, he wasn't afraid to make himself unpopular, but he was very determined to get done what he saw was right.
My inspirational leader would be Mohammed Yunus, who was the founder and creator of the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. And what Mohammed did was he used a small amount of his own money to enable very poor women in Bangladesh to borrow $43 to create their own businesses. That business is now worth £2 billion. And it all started from a seed of an idea.
Tim Smith, he's the architect of the Eden Project, and through his drive he was able to convince people that he could create the biggest greenhouse in England. I never tire of thinking that he epitomises the art of the possible.
The leader I get the most inspiration from is Richard Reed, founder of Innocent Smoothies. He challenged convention in how he worked with his suppliers, convention in how he employed people, and convention in bringing a new product to market.
An inspirational leader to me has just got to be my dad.
My inspirational leader is Jane Tomlinson. She was a lady who was diagnosed with 6 months to live, but actually lived for over 6 years. And she started running because she thought it may make her feel better, and she didn't stop. And I know, having read a book, the pain that she was in, and the amount of times that she nearly gave up, the amount of times that she thought she couldn't go through another day, and she did it every time.
Rosa Parks was the woman who chose to sit on the bus in the place that she wanted to sit in America when discrimination and segregation were still part and parcel of daily life. She was a black woman who demonstrated her power and courage and passion and sense of being able to make a stand. That's the thing that inspires me.